it's JQCrafty. We are back with our last Product Focus Friday for this month. We are doing Nuvo today, and I'm not going to do Nuvo drops like you normally would. I will add those as well, but I'm going to create kind of a mixed media background with them. Something I've kind of played with in the past, but not a lot. We're also going to do a grid layout, because I haven't done one of those in a while and it's calling to me. I was able to trim these photos down to 4x4, so I figured that would be perfect. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, and I have mostly Joyful Day today is what I decided to grab. So mostly some Joyful Day. All right, let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is just set everything aside, get it all figured out what I want for my center and my framing, which I kind of had an idea. I really liked this look with the green and the foliage in the middle, and that way it's more of a white background. And this is one of the rare times I'm actually going to use my T-square ruler, is when I decide to do a grid. So now I have these 4x4 pictures, like I said, so I'm going to mat them really quick in photos that kind of bring out some of the colors in that green framing pattern paper. So one is in like that purpley blue color and one is in like a peachy pink color, and that'll just bring out some of the colors that are outside, because the background paper I'm using doesn't have a lot of color. It literally just has that straw color and the green color. So I'm going to figure out my grid here. I really want to use the two squares because, hello, what's easier doing a grid than 2x2 squares that are already basically made for you. So I'm just figuring out where I want them. These aren't necessarily the ones I'm going to use. And I like doing a grid like this where you actually have different sized items, but they take up the same space. So basically the photos are taking up 4 different 2x2 squares. So I have technically a grid that's 4 columns of 4 and 4 rows of 4, which I love. And yeah, like I said, the few times I use my T-square ruler, measure the center, how long it is, so that way I can line everything up and it all looks good. But I also need to do that to have pencil lines so I know where to do my Nuvo treatment that I'm going to do. So, because some of the squares are going to be this Nuvo. So all I'm doing is squirting out like a squiggle of it, and then I'm going to take the spatula and basically smear it. That's it. And it kind of blends them together and gives it almost like a watery color, ombre, schmear like look like there. And it turns out gorgeous. Like, you can't see it as well in the footage. I do have some close-ups at the end for you of what it looks like, but it turns out beautiful, especially if you use like iridescent metallic ones like I did. I used, so let's see. I used Antique Rose metallic crystal drops. I used Neptune Turquoise, which is a crystal drop, but it's got like an iridescent color. And then the vintage drops, I used Dusty Rose. And they kind of played off some of the colors without matchy the colors in the collection. And I'm glad the choices I made, they turned out really good. So I smeared those on, and then what I did is I took 3 dots of each color and then just put them next to the little square I made of my mixed media in the order that they were in. So I did 3 of the Neptune, 3 of the Antique, and then 3 of the Dusty, just to add a little bit of something on the edge of where those were. So now I'm just building my grid and erasing the pencil lines as I go. That was really the only reason I drew the pencil lines, is so I knew where to make those squares of Nuvo mixed media area, because they were taking up some of the squares. So I went through and I cut apart the rest of that 12x12, and some of these I already had cut out from the previous one that I cut apart, because I have like another, I think I have a 3rd page of this. But I use that top one that says Sweet Little Things. It's pink. And then that middle one with just a flower on it. The bottom left one with that label, which is where I'm going to do my journaling. I don't do it on camera or anything, but I'm going to do my journaling. And then the bottom, then next to that, that orangey, corally color, looks like it's been stitched. And then the bottom right, that tone-on-tone-ish green turquoise one with the foliage. And I futzed around with what those were going to be for a while, but those ones just kind of balanced to me in my eye, and they looked good. I could have used a different combination. Like I toyed with a different combination a million times. And then I'm just going through right now while I'm rambling on. I'm just going through all the ephemera and stuff I have left and the little chipboard foliage with the taped down. Those are the last two I have, so I'm using those. And I'm just kind of placing where it looks good. And that's it. Just kind of decorating, making, because since it's a grid, I kind of want to keep it clean, but I want to add a little something to the squares if I can, and I don't have to. And there isn't like a main title really, but all the things that have words on them kind of could be the title. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue all these little pieces down and like trim off the excess so they stay within the grid. So then really the only thing that goes kind of outside the grid are those Nuvo drops, which then kind of draw you in and just, oh, it's so pretty. I'm definitely going to do this on a bigger scale. It'd be very pretty to do like behind, like if you did one of those layouts where you do that and then that's where you put your cluster of photos and everything. Ooh, actually, there's a scrap lift on paper issues I might go do that with. I know what I'm doing later today. I don't know what colors I'm going to use. But yep, and then I am in this tag that I'm putting in that like square with the stitching. I added some gold thread and just made it kind of this weird messy knot. It took me way longer than it should have to get that done. And yeah, that is it. So here we are. Okay guys, that is my layout. I just kept it really simple, you know? And I really like the way it turned out. So yeah, it's really fun to actually kind of smear the Nuvo together. I highly recommend it. It was, it turned out really pretty. I don't know if you guys can see it very well on camera. I'm not sure if the pictures will pick up on it either, but, yeah, it's really nice. I might have to do that with some more. Okay, let's draw. So February is going to be a little different. I'm going to actually draw all the items for all the Fridays ahead of time. I'm not going to tell you guys, or should I? Anyway, I'm going to have people join me because February is my birthday month, and so I want to have lots of scrappy friends join in with me. So I'm going to see if they want to. I have no idea if any of them do. I would hope so, but who knows? I guess it probably depends on the designer we pick because it might be one that nobody has a lot of. So let's go ahead and let's just pick our designer, and then we'll pick the category, and then I'm going to pick all the items that we're going to use ahead of time. I'll tell you in this video, but obviously we'll remind you. And then you have to let me know if you like that better, if you like me picking it once a week. Bella Boulevard. This is going to be interesting because I don't have a ton of that. So, but I know other people might, and especially some new stuff. So, wow. Okay. Let's dump those out. It'll be a good way to stash bust. Good way to stash bust. Let me go see what I have for Bella Boulevard. All right, so luckily, looks like I have, they're like all fall ones though. This one's Thankful from, let's see. I don't think I have any new ones. This one is called Thankful 2012. Some crazy brads in there. This one's called Hello Autumn, and it's from doesn't say a year, but my guess is pretty close to around then. Okay, and then I have a birthday one, which is Make a Wish. I think this one's relatively new. None of the years are on any of these, which is very odd. But I think this one's new-ish. Oh, and do you know what? I have And it came with Echo Park dots. I might have a Bella Boulevard kit from this year. Hold on. So I got some. Is there any Bella? No, there's not. Just kidding. Doodlebug and Photo Play. I thought I had Bella Boulevard. Maybe not. Alright, so this is what I have for Bella Boulevard. So this is what we're going to play with. Apparently a lot of fall layouts, which I love fall colors. So, oh my gosh, and I've had this paper in another... I already used this paper once. This one. Stripe one. Funny. Ooh, I got pattern cardstock. That's different. Okay, so we've got Bella Boulevard. Let's do our category. Because, yeah. Have we done all the categories so far? We haven't done stamps, have we? So do you know what? I'm not drawing. Well, let's see if we get stamps, just to see. But we haven't done stamps yet, and I would really like to play with stamps. It's my birthday month. I'll do what I want. Let's see. I got 3 of the 6. So which one? Did I grab stamps at all? No. We're doing stamps. I don't care. Because we haven't played with stamps yet, and I really want to. So for February, we're going to play with these Bella Boulevard kits. I will see if some of my lovely scrappy friends would like to play along, so you might have some extra inspiration throughout the month on the Fridays. And then, I don't remember what kind of things I put in here. I'm hoping I did like for title, background, like how to use the stamps, embossing, that kind of thing. So, okay. Let me get my calendar out so I can write these down, so I don't have to try to just remember them. Okay. So we get 4. So the first Friday, we're going to do Bella Boulevard and embossing powder. So we're going to do some embossing. And then the second Friday, we are going to do create own embellishments and ephemera. With our stamps. And then we are going to just use the shapes and icons. And then last but not least, we're going to use alpha stamps. Perfect. That's what we're going to do all month. So you're not going to see me draw later in the month. I'll probably still end my videos discussing things like I have been. But yeah, we're just going to do February a little different just because I want some friends to join in with us. So thanks for watching again, you guys. We'll see you next time where we'll hopefully have some scrappy friends with us. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye. I forgot to mention that this is also part of the Cheers to the New Year Mixed Media Frenzy Hop. So please make sure you check everybody else down below that's playing with mixed media today. Thanks again, you guys. Bye.